What's the planet called?
The planet?
Yeah. Is it England?
Let's find out. Let's have a look. Let's just go here. It is called... You see this island here?
Mm-hmm.
That's where we're going. And this is called... Lahez.
Right. Let me see. What do you say again?
Lahez.
Lahez.
Lahez Airport.
Okay, in Corden, we're going to her left in the planet. And that's we going. It's sun in Corden, it's sun. Over.
Very good. You could be a pilot for real, I think. Hey guys, welcome back to Sim UK and Flight Sim World. We're going to try and tick off some of this 3-hour solo flight time that I need to get in order to take the skills test at the end. I've kind of fallen out of love slightly with Flight Sim World. It's a shame because the game itself is progressing very nicely, but the team behind it are starting to... I won't go into the details, but let's just say I'm disappointed in them. Anyway, let's get on. Let's do some free flight. I think what we're going to do today, as recommended by you guys, I'm going to take the Cub out because the test is going to be in the Cub. So it makes sense that I'm going to say sunny day today. It's a sunny day. It makes sense that I do some training in this actual aircraft because I've heard that the test is very much about how well you can control this particular aircraft. So it makes sense to me that we make some effort to actually fly this aircraft. Now what should we fly today? What have we got over here? Oh, this looks like fun. Let's go from Santa Maria to Sao Paulo, Graciosa, Sao Jorge, Pico, and then Horta. That looks like fun. That should be 2 hours of flying right there. Bit of fun for us. Okay. Start cold and dark. Random start position. And here we are, guys. Now, I've just realised I haven't got my head tracking on. As per flipping usual. Bear with me. Okay, we're good to go. Now, I don't seem to have any audio, which is a concern. Battery master on. Mixture control, rich. Now, what did I set to mixture control? This one. I understand that as part of the startup, the mixture control has now been fixed. Carburetor heat to off. That's a bit silly because it was already off, but anyway. Priming 4 strokes. Throttle at 10%. Left magneto on. Starter button. Go. Okay, looking pretty good. Oil temperature 25 degrees and going up. Oil pressure 28 psi. Pretty good. Magneto on, right magneto on. Throttle rather. Whoa, again. They failed to have handbrake added to the list. That is a really silly mistake to make. Avionics on. I don't think that's working. Excuse me. Got a bit of a chest infection, guys, I apologise. Okay, pretty certain that isn't working. So we're just going to leave that as is. Right, now, I have no GPS or anything, so this is going to be interesting. Okay, well, we're basically on our own then. Where is the runway? Over there to our left, it looks like. Well, as genius an idea as this was, make sure these flaps are fully down. In fact, they don't need to be fully down, do they? One notch should do it. Where's the handbrake in this thing? Tune to ground. Now, which way do we want to go? We want to go north, don't we? Well, it seems like there is no ground control here, so let's just make our way over here. And as long as nothing is coming, I suppose we can just go. Well, I can't see anything. There's not much runway here, but we don't need much, so we should be fine. And already we're up. Positive rate, get those flaps up, get this trimmed down. My goodness me, get this trimmed down. Trim. About 1,000 feet. That'll probably do us for today. Now, I thought these islands might be close enough together that I can just see the next one from the first one, but it doesn't look like that's the case, which is a real problem. And I'm thinking we want to go sort of northwest, but I'm not sure. This could be a real problem. No idea where the next airport is. None at all. Trying to think back to what it looked like on the map. Nothing at all for miles. Is there any way of bringing up a map or something? Well, this is a total gamble then, isn't it? I don't really want to lose sight of our takeoff island until I've got sight of the next one. Let's just look at our flight planner here. Oh, wow. Is that it over there? I could be imagining it, but that kind of looks like an island. But that's very much northeasterly. I mean, that looks more like what you'd expect to see. Let's just go have a look here. So yeah, see, we're kind of more on the angle we need to be now. So we want to be heading to the left-hand side of the island, which is kind of over there. But it feels very north-oriented, like too north-oriented, to be honest. Oh well, I think that's where we're going. We're trimmed out quite nicely. Hand flying, obviously. There's no autopilot in this little beauty. Let's cruise on over to that island. So guys, I'm just looking at the island here and I'm wondering, is it this left-hand hump or is it this right-hand hump? My instincts are telling me it's the left-hand hump, but I think I can't see the next island, which again is a bit nerve-wracking, but I think it's going to be the left hump, so I'm just going to take a quick look here in the flight planner. Yeah, I'd say it was the left hump, and then we're almost going to go straight out again. Okay, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. Now we're completely VFR, so I do not know what the vectors are for the runway, and it looks like our trimming is slightly out. Gained a couple of 100 feet there on the flight in, on the flight over. So I'm going to try and do a touch and go at each of these airports. It's good practice for me in this aircraft, and makes the video a bit more interesting, so I'll cut you guys back in when we get a little bit closer. Yes, I can see the runway. Okay, good. Let's see if we can tune in. Request touch and go. Not working. Not working. So I guess it looks pretty clear out here. We can just fly on in and be our own ATC, if you will. Right, let's power off a bit. 20,000 RPM. Recommended approach speed is around about 50 to 60 mph. I think in the tutorials we opted for around 65, but we'll try for 60. I think 60 is the proper speed, but we had to do 65 in the tutorial because the tutorial was bugged. I think that's basically what happened there. Right, now we should be dropping a little bit as we come in here. Not sure what the elevation of this runway is, so I'm going to try and get down to about 1,000 feet and then predict it from there. Looking at the glide slope, we're a bit low, interestingly. I say that, it's pretty difficult to tell actually, but let's get ourselves lined up and then figure out what we're going to do from there. I mean, we are coming in thick and fast right now, but that's okay. Again, we're only a tiny cub, so we can kind of drop out the sky like this. Way above the glide slope, way above. And we're actually a bit too fast as well. Just trim the nose up a tad. Try and get ourselves to slow down somewhat. Looking a lot better now. Safe to get those flaps down. Took a lot off the speed. I mean, it's a safe landing, it's just not a good one, that's all. But that's kind of the point of doing this, is to practice. Bit bouncy. Whoa, bit bouncy. Okay. Wow. We are down. Bit of practice still required there. The trim was out. Speed was out. Wasn't a good example. Flaps up. Oof, crikey. My trimming is appalling. That's what I need to work on most of all, is handling the trim. So 90 is the perfect climb speed. I'm just going to try and trim for that. Level out at 2,000 feet. And then try and find the next island, I guess. It's almost directly ahead, I think, based on the map. So we're nicely trimmed out, 100 miles per hour, 2,000 feet. We're about where we want to be, 2300 RPM. Where is this next island? I think it's kind of over there-ish. Is that it? No. Where the hell is it? Gonna have to look. Gonna have to look. Way more this way, apparently. I was flying pretty heavily west then. I didn't realise. Another good tip for myself is to, I think about 33, that's probably too much. Another good tip for myself is keep a closer eye on the compass. I think a radial of 33 should about line us up with where we're going. Maybe 32, I guess we'll have to keep flicking back between the two and until we see some land. I can't see anything out there at the moment. Whoa, that was weird. So it seems we're going to have a co-pilot for some of the flight guys. My little daughter is joining me for a bit. Bored of playing with her mother, I guess. It occurred to me just now that I haven't adjusted the mixture at all. And I know we're only at 3,000 feet, but even so. Aha! I spot land. I'm talking to the people on YouTube. Pardon? You want two kittens, a boy and a girl? Okay. That's a good name. Lucy for the girl kitten and Hooter for the boy kitten. Okay.
It's a kitten, and I'm gonna be so happy. Oh, can we say hello?
Yes, you can say hello.
Hello. Can I say hello?
You can't hear anybody. They can't talk to you.
Why?
Because it's not a live stream. I'm recording this.
What's that do?
That one doesn't do anything, thankfully. I hope. Unless I bound it to something and forgotten.
What's that for?
That's for the engine. Don't play with that, please.
Do that and just get fast?
Yeah. Do you want to hear? Right, hang on. Let me take the head tracking off a minute. This is what it sounds like. Oh.
Awesome.
Is that awesome? It's a bit noisy, isn't it? Do you want to fly?
Yeah.
Right, put these on. Right, take this hand. Very, whoa, gently, 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 gently. All right, very gentle. Very gentle. That's it. Oh, steady, steady, steady. Okay, all right.
I want it fast.
No, you're going to kill us. Do you see that?
Yeah.
That tiny little marker, that's an island. And that's where we're flying to. Okay.
We're going to the excuse me, recording, and we are going to what is that again?
Should we find out the name of the island?
What's the planet called?
The planet.
Yeah. Is it England?
Let's find out. Let's have a look. Let's just go here. It is called, you see this island here? That's where we're going, and this is called LAPL.
Right. Let me see. What do you say again?
LAPL.
LAPL.
Airport.
Okay, in Corden, we're going to her left in the planet, and that's we going. It's soon in Corden, it's soon. Over.
Very good. You could be a pilot for real, I think.
Let me do it.
Right. Very, very small, gentle movements. Slowly, like this, like this.
So where's that planet?
Can you see it? Just up here. It's a long way away. It's going to take us a long time to get there.
Yeah, in Corden. Excuse me, everybody. Get your seatbelts on, and we're going ready to fly in the planet. And we're going to Corden is soon.
Yes, we are.
And we're going to be really Corden. It's an over.
Very good. Okay, I'll turn that. Oh, see? Oh, not too much. Steady. Nearly cut the engine out. So 2200. Yes, you can have your water bottle. 2400 RPM, 2200 feet, radial 32.5, I guess. I think that's going to bring us in on the island. And my co-pilot has got the headset, so I can't hear anything. Makes things a bit more interesting. Whew. Well, my co-pilot has gone momentarily. She'll be back. At which point I have to give her the headphones, apparently. So, so whilst I'm flying, I'm trying to search on my phone for perfect cruising speed and so on and so forth. Just on my co-pilot's back. Let's just take a quick look.
I'm back.
Hello. Let's just take a quick look here at... Oh, it's on the right-hand side of the island. Okay, so the last few flights are much, much closer together, so that's good. This is the main break of it. Let's see what angle we've got here. So I'm thinking we're at about 31. I think I can see the airport, actually. Could be the lights playing tricks on my eyes, but... pretty sure it's over here. Pretty much bang on 33, so let's try and hold that. So it seems, guys, my co-pilot is more of a distraction than an assistant. Right, I'm thinking that's the airport in front of us, but let's just take a moment to check where we are. Yeah, we look pretty good. Let's try ATC, see if we have anything.
It's nothing again.
Sorry about that, it's my daughter opening the door. Allowing too much ambient light in the room, and there we go again. Oh, and again, and again, and again. I think our mother's just grabbed her. We're up to 3,000 feet again. It's rather difficult to concentrate on anything at the moment, to be honest with you, but we are trying. Oh, I can see the runway. I think we're actually almost lined up with it already. That is super cool. Let's start dropping down to around about 2,000 feet. Probably a bit lower than that, 1,500. So guys, I'll be cutting most of this out, but there's a lot of screaming and shouting and arguing going on in here now. My daughter is very active, and my wife finds it incredibly difficult to cope with that without resorting to physical means. So yeah, we kind of end up in this position pretty much all the time, I have to say. Right, so we're going to drop our speed now. Try and get down to round about 60-70 knots. We're a bit high. Apologies if you can hear screaming in the background. There's absolutely nothing I can do about that. Maybe you guys can in part way appreciate what every single day of my life is like. It's constant fighting, screaming, arguing, shouting, all this kind of good stuff that I just don't particularly want to have to listen to every single day, but you know, there you go. Excuse me. Oops. Excuse me. But I'll get rid of ATC because they're completely useless. I'm going to try and get us down to 70 knots. I want a much greater attitude, sort of like that. That's where I want to be. Okay, I'm a bit more comfortable with the attitude now. I mean, we're very high. We're very high. But I can now at least bring my flaps down. First notch of flaps. Hopefully that will help us get down to the required altitude. We're still really, really, really high. I have to drop the engine off. Add a little bit of mixture. We don't want to be cutting out at this moment in time. In fact, let's go full mixture. Let's bring the carb heat on. Let's try and do this one nicely as best we can from this position. Holding about 50 foot, which is fine. Just cannot trim for love nor money. Still a bit high, to be honest. Just ease off for a minute. Wait until we drop down. I think the most difficult thing for me when landing an aircraft, in any aircraft, is the perspective seems completely wrong. Like I'm 500 feet above the ground right now, but my eyes are telling me different. My eyes are telling me 30 feet, you know? Okay, we must be coming onto that glide slope now. Maintaining 50, which is, there we go. A little bit more speed here. Again, my trim is out, but this is far more controlled than the first attempt. We are going a bit slow. We're going to run out of runway here. Right, come on. Stop bouncing. Wow, we really are bouncing. Okay, that's down. Thankfully we don't need a lot of runway to take off, so away we go. Now, I've been told in front of me God damn, my phone is so slow. Right, to climb, I've been told 2100 at 50 RPM, 55 RPM. That's according to the checklist I have in front of me, or the cheat sheet. This is where we should be at. Just about here. This is perfect climb speed, apparently. And I guess, you know, it's not a performance aircraft, is it? So maybe this is quite normal. So this is our climb speed here, something like this. Right, okay, good. Now, question is, where are we heading next? Yeah, pretty much the angle we're on, straight across. Good stuff. Alright, follow the island along, let's do it.
Hold on girl, now wait just a minute. I've got something to say, you should hear it. Oh, I'm happy to make time for your feelings, but you have to admit I already do. Let's just break it down to you and me uptown, dancing all around till the disco ball pops. But I have to be me, and everyone can see your anger is misplaced. And I'm gonna tell ya, don't hate me 'cause I get attention. Don't turn me into what I'm not. I have to be me 24/7, and I ain't never gonna stop. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, no, no, no.
So guys, I'm going to call it a day there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the chilled out, as much of the chilled out experience as has been possible. Apologies for distractions and anything you might have heard in the background, I don't know. But this is pretty much a day-to-day thing for me, so you know, normally I work it out the video as best I can, but it just happens, especially now that it's summer holidays, it just happens all of the time. There's no way I can edit out all of this all the time. Not a chance. So just have to keep it in. It's part of my life, and I hope you guys are cool with that. I know that the majority of you are going to be, and the tiniest majority of people will take offence to it. And to be honest, that tiny number of you should have already left by now, but if you haven't, you're welcome to leave anytime you like. That's kind of how it is. So anyway, join me again for the next episode when we'll finish off these last few drops, and hopefully we'll have the 3 hours in the bag, and then I can take the final test. So once again, thanks very much. Till next time, take care. Goodbye for now.